Coach, just the evolution of Kamal Hadden and his development this year. When did you see that coming? And how? Just what can you tell us about the process?
Well, everybody has a developmental, progress. I mean, I guess, everybody will develop at certain stages in their lives quicker, or obviously it's going to take a little bit of time. And obviously we know as somebody that had a talent, who was talented, was athletic, we knew that he had the skills, just working, preparing. This is his third year. He actually, because of the injuries, this was his first time he ever went through spring ball and developing, and obviously he took it through the summer and the fall camp, and obviously now he's putting it to work in the games on a more consistent basis.
Just watching the film this week, how have you seen Jalen Milroe improve over the course of the season?
He's always, obviously we thought he was a hell of a football player last year. When we were preparing for the game, obviously we thought he was going to be the starter. He was playing well. He's matured, obviously a year later. He's got a great arm, strong arm that can make every throw. He's obviously a dual threat, in the quarterback run game, or if these pocket collapse, he'll scramble, and he'll scramble to run, but at times too he'll scramble also to throw the ball down the field. He does. He's really just feels a lot more comfortable, a lot more confidence. You can see it in some of the throws he makes, and obviously he's making some really great decisions too when not to throw it. That's what we're seeing more of.
Adam and then Casey.
Coach, it looks like Milroe's numbers are really good under pressure. A lot of deep balls he's completed right before he gets hit. Is it, number one, is that what you see from him? And number two, how does that affect your secondary that he will hang in the pocket?
Well, again, for the back end, whenever you're playing coverage, is to put your eyes where they belong and stay in coverage. Someone that's a dual threat like him, is not to worry about when he starts to scramble, and just make sure you stay with your, stay in coverage, and that's the most important thing we can do with a guy like Milroe, because he will make you pay, where he's going to scramble out there, and yeah, he's gone a lot of the times, but also at times too, he'll throw the ball down the field, and he's been very successful at doing that. Guys are leaving their man or getting out of coverage, and that's where he's really done a lot of damage. So again, we're going to have to be really good, the entire defense, right? If the pocket collapses, man, we got to do a good job of being disciplined, staying in our rush lanes, and being in position to flush him east and west, as opposed to letting him get down north and south, and obviously staying in coverage.
Casey in the back.
Back here. On Saturday, I believe it was Tyler Barron and Gabe Judy Loudy that were very stern on just the work ethic that Kamal has had, and that it hasn't wavered, and he's just been grinding head to head down, keeps grinding. What have you seen in terms of that with him throughout the last few years?
You talking about Kamal?
Yeah, Kamal.
Yeah, again, he's really, we have a great culture here. I'm gonna give the credit to Coach Hype, starting with Coach Hype. When we first got here, and to the time that we are right now, we got a great group of men and staff that we feel that just put their arms around each and every kid, and not to single out just one guy. And I think it's been the whole entire organization, put their arms around each other and have helped each other, and you need that no matter what, whoever that might be. And Kamal, like everybody else, is bought in, and you can see that he's obviously gotten better each and every year, each and every day. In every phase of his life, you see that. He graduated. He's already a graduate, and that was important for him and his family, and that was the number one goal of his. And it was great to see that. It built some confidence, and it would build anybody's confidence. And he sees the results. He's put a lot of work into it, and like a lot of us, if you put the work into it, man, and you stay focused and just trying to win each day, just win each day, and he's done that, and move on to the next day. It's the most important thing is the next rep. It's the next thing you do, and even though it might not have been perfect, it might have not been really good, reset, and he's done that on a consistent basis, and obviously he's seeing the results from that.
Vince and then Brent.
Coach D'Amico started early in the year, then missed some time, and now has played a little bit. in the last couple of games. Is he still getting ramped up to be 100% available, or have those guys just played so well that?
No, we went into it, trying to play four. We wanted to play at least 4 to 5 guys at the corner position, at least 4, and we're still in that mindset. But again, as the games go, it just the hot man stays in, so to speak. But we're going to continue to play as many guys we can. You got to be able to do that in this day and age, man, with all the offenses and how talented they are and all the tempos and that's been good for us because we've been able to not only give the reps to these guys that they deserve, but it's also kept us fresh in the fourth quarter. And it's just like our D line, and I've kind of learned from that. D line, a lot of D linemen coaches rotate their guys, you know what I mean, because they can't go. Obviously, it's a line of scrimmage game. I know that, but in looking at, it's also brought some really great results. So that it's done it for us too. We've been able to get guys in there when we needed to. We weren't able to do that the last 2 years, and it's been very beneficial for us being able to do that. So he'll play a lot. Yeah. That's the goal.
Because of that depth, how much does that help development of your entire group, including the young freshmen that were talked about when they came in here? How much does that competition on the practice field and playing more people help develop your group overall?
So it's the last great motivator, right? I mean, it's when they see each other push each other, you know what I mean, and they're talented and they know that they got to step it up each and every day. And we try and make it a competition every day. I mean, we just had it out there today. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are work days, and we call it Tough Tuesday for a reason, and only your best is good enough, you know what I mean? So it's actually, you might have had a great day yesterday, man. It's a new day. And I think the mindset, that's the kind of mindset that everybody has, you know what I mean? And to have the competition has only made the guys better. And it's obviously helped the young guys. They're doing really well on special teams and fighting for reps on defense.
We'll do 2 more, Paige, and we'll finish with Brian.
To McDonald, his effort doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but what impact are you expecting him to make against Alabama?
The same impact he's making each and every day. I mean, T-Mac is our guy. I mean, the back end. He's got to set the defense. He's got to make the checks. He's got to be a very productive player when he's playing against the slots, from a run game and from a passing game. You know what I mean? And he's done a tremendous job. So the same thing that he's been doing, just better. You know what I mean? I would say that to every single one of the guys, and he would say the same thing to you.
Brian?
Willie, I guess last year we were asking so many questions throughout the season of what you guys need to do to improve. Now the passing game numbers are a lot better. How much better are you guys covering, you think, compared to last year overall, and how much of that is just the team overall playing well?
And again, I know it's a last line defense, and we've got to be really good, obviously. But it's really the credit to the entire defense. I mean, it takes 11 guys to play really great defense. Coach Banks does a great job in leading the defense, and we just got more depth. We've got younger guys that have come in here and they're contributing and pushing the envelope, so to speak, as far as pushing each other to be better. You know what I mean? We're healthier in the back end. We weren't last year, and that's you can't get better unless you get reps. I mean, it doesn't matter how good you are. And we've been very fortunate, you know what I mean, to be relatively healthy. I know we've lost, Christian, Charles, and some other guys have been bumped up, here and there. But for the most part, we've been healthy, and that's helped us be able to practice every day, push each other to be better, you know what I mean? And you can see the confidence.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. Have a great day.